What's up guys, the Skull Seeker here. Today we are doing an unboxing video. I have two different boxes from the same seller. First one we are going to cut open. So there's some tape on this side. So I just need to cut through that. Wow, that was relatively easy. It cuts right open. Okay. So, and this will just pull up, I think. Okay, here we go. So here's the first one. This is a Draco lizard. This is a male, which you can tell by the little flaps there. So essentially, we're not going to be displaying it as is. We are going to be taking the, essentially taking this and putting it into a bunch of dermestid beetles to get it cleaned. And then all that will be left is the skeleton. So I'll have a skeleton from one of these guys. Okay. So you can see here the little, I think that's supposed to be the dewlap. I can't tell if they split it or if that's actually just kind of flaps on the side of the head. But then there's the head, obviously, the little flaps that allow it to glide, and then a long tail and the little feet. So overall pretty cool, but we are going to get this guy skeletonized as opposed to having the preserved thing. Once again, this was like, I don't know, 10 bucks, whereas a skeleton from one would cost 60 or more. So this is a lot cheaper ways. Like if you have beetles, it works really well to get this cleaned. So that's our next step. Okay, next we'll move on to the next box. And of course I'll take this out of here later, but not right now. Okay, next box. Okay. Doesn't it have like styrofoam or something in it? It makes it harder to cut. Okay, I got it. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Remove this. Looks like everything arrived safely, so we should be good. So our first one here, this is a spotted dove. So obviously least concern, because if it was endangered, I would not have bought it. But this is a real spotted dove skull. These things are found in Asia. So they're pretty cool, you know, obviously doves, so they're related to pigeons. But we're gonna take it out of here. I don't know how easy it's gonna be to get it out. I've taken insects out of these before, and it's pretty hard sometimes because you got to be delicate. But this one, you don't have to be as delicate since it's the skull. So there it is. The bottom jaw is fused to the top jaw, and it still has a sheath on the beak, which you can see. So that's why it has the keratin there, the orangish coloration. You can obviously see where the eyes go. So there's the top view, a front view, the bottom view, back view. So there it is, spotted dove, a cute little guy. Then our second skull in here, and the last one. So I'm gonna open this one now. So let's see, and this one's actually much bigger than I thought it would be, because originally this was supposed to be like around 1 inch, and this one is much bigger than that. It's almost 2 inches, I would say. So we just gotta get this one out of here. There we go. So this one is an Asian vine snake, or a whip snake. So if you've seen these guys, they're the ones that look like little noodles with a big fat head. They have that very triangular pointed snout, and like I say, they're really long and thin. They are mildly venomous. They're culibrids, so they're not in a typically venomous group, but they still have a mild venom. And if you see here, I think the fangs are these ones right here, because I don't see any rear fangs, so I think that's them there. You can see the bottom jaw has some pretty big ones in the front too. Let me move this out of the way so it focuses better. And there we go. Okay, so there it is. You see those little teeth. There are some tiny teeth down here as well, and the bigger ones in the front and on the top. So here's the other side. Once again, it has those big teeth, smaller ones on the bottom. Very wide and pointed, just like the actual animal. And then there's the underside. So it also has teeth on the roof of the mouth, which are kind of hard to see, but they're in there. So the eye hole, the nose is up here, and then the Jacobson's organ would be in there. And normally the bottom jaw would not be stuck together. Normally they would be split. However, well, this actually doesn't look like it's glued. It actually looks like that's how its jaw actually looks, that it is fused. But I don't know if that's true or not, because I always thought the sellers just glued them together. But at any rate, in most snakes, if not all of them, the bottom jaws would be separate. That way they could stretch and open to eat prey that is much bigger than their head. So anyway, that is this guy, the Asian vine snake. And obviously it is a much larger specimen, because there are some that will be much smaller than this. So this is a very decently sized one. But overall, a really cool snake to have. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.